What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of The Realistic Career Mode. This is episode number 29. And just a quick note for you here. You'll see there on the screen, we beat Bournemouth in the replay of the FA Cup 3-1. The file actually corrupted when I was recording it, so unfortunately you didn't get to see that game, but that was the only game you missed. There was a bit of transfer action as well. We sold Laria, the right back, to Fenerbahce for, I think, just shy of 2 million. So we'll take that. But going into today's episode, purely league action for you today. 3 Prem games as we look to ride off that brilliant away win at Old Trafford at the end of the last episode. It was a bittersweet episode as we lost Brennan Johnson for the rest of the season and got knocked out of the Carabao Cup semi-finals. We currently sit 4th, but the battle for Europe is so tight. 3 points separating 4th to 10th. As you would have seen, we made a sign-in there, a small sign-in. We signed Omir Fernandez, the 24-year-old American playing for New York Red Bulls. He's only 68 rated, but we wanted to complete one of the board's objectives to sign 2 North American players. So we bring him in, and that completes that objective. We boosts us to a 94 board confidence. Absolutely love that from the board. We reject a few offers for Mangala, a couple of loan offers, and then O'Brien. Quite a few offers came in for him. I am happy to sell O'Brien, but I think I'm going to wait till the start of next season so we can help fund some transfers that I want to make next season. As we look at the round 5 fixture, we face Aston Villa away, so beating Bournemouth, we are rewarded with a trip to Villa Park and to face Unai Emery's side, but that will be in next episode. Yeah, so we rejected a few offers. Real Sociedad, Leicester and Bilbao all came in for O'Brien. I think I'm going to try and sell him at the start of next season because I'm not sure what kind of budget we'll get for the start of next season. Hopefully a big one, because if we're in Europe, I'll need a big squad, and I've got my eye on 2 or 3 players already that I want to sign next season, so hopefully we get a big budget, and we'll probably look to sell some players as well to get that finance up. But anyway, heading into the first game of the episode, it's Brighton, it's the Seagulls. They're sat in 15th, they're currently struggling. We did draw with Brighton back in September. We drew 2-2, and then 4 days later we dumped them out of the cup, beating them 5-1. That was our first win in any competition all season. I remember Brereton Diaz starting in that game as well. We're actually unbeaten in 5 league games, so we're on quite a good run, and we're running the same 11 that beat Man United. Well, the Seagulls, they may be 15th and struggling, but they don't look like a side that are in a relegation scrap. They take a 1-0 lead. Aaron Connolly, who was denied brilliantly by Henderson just a few minutes in, gives Brighton a 1-0 lead with just under 10 minutes to go before half-time. Taiwo would drag a really good chance wide before Brighton would get a 2-0 lead. Kaoru Matoma, the Japanese sensation, he's just been brilliant this season, honestly. What a find from Brighton. He gives the Seagulls a 2-0 lead. Brereton Diaz would half the deficit, continuing his hot form. That's 3 goals and 2 for the Chilean. Before Brighton would restore their 2-goal lead, Moises Caicedo would make it 3-1. Brereton Diaz would get his 2nd goal of the game, but it wouldn't be enough, and we would fall to our first defeat in 6. A damaging one as well. To lose to a struggling Brighton is not good as well. And yeah, after we'd just gone up to 4th, we now drop down to 5th, I believe. The only positive to take from that game, Brereton Diaz, another couple of goals. That's 4-2 for him as he looks to fill Brennan Johnson's boots. We reject another bid for O'Brien, this time from Fiorentina. A lot of European clubs coming in for him. Yeah, as you see there, we dropped to 5th. We're now 3 points behind Arsenal in 4th. We also reject the Sweden job, and we reject an offer from Sassuolo for O'Brien. Like I said, I'll probably look to sell him next season or include him into some deals for players that I would do want to sign next season. As we head into the second game of the episode, Tottenham at home, back-to-back home games. You would have seen there Taiwo, top scorer, 26 goals in 32 league games. He got denied the Golden Boot last season by, I think it was Mo Salah, or it might have been Erling Haaland. No, it was Mo Salah. He got denied the Golden Boot last season. He is on the hunt for it this season, 26 and 32. Can he beat the record? Well, Tottenham sat in 3rd. Flying high at the moment are Spurs. They thumped us 4-0 in the reverse fixture. We've actually lost all 3 games against Tottenham so far. We talked about United in the last episode, how we're their bogey team. We beat them. We have a 100% record against them. Well, Tottenham seem to be our bogey team, and they would take an early 1-0 lead. This goal really annoyed me. I showed the replay as well. Son finding Benacer in the middle, and what annoys me is that the AI don't track runners. There's only so much I can do controlling. I try and control as many players as I can, but I can't control the whole team the whole time. And the replay just showed Benacer just walking past Lopez. The centre backs don't care, and he's just in the 6-yard box on his own, and he can tap in. Very, very frustrating goal to concede. But yeah, anyway, moving on. We would make it 1-0. 1-0. Perot with a lovely ball between the lines into a 1-e. His first touch takes him away from the defender, and his second touch puts it into the back of the net. Tottenham would restore their lead. Son with a very lucky bounce off Nico Williams. It falls to Harry Kane, and he scores. We would then get a bit of our own luck as a 1-e shot is blocked. It falls straight to Brereton Diaz, and he makes it 5-3. Before the luck continues for both sides, I guess, Tottenham would make it 3-2 just after half-time. Son's shot, saved by Henderson, just cannons off Maguire's leg straight to the South Korean, and he converts. Brereton Diaz would make it 3 games in a row with a brace, an absolutely brilliant finish. He volleys home with his weaker foot to make it 3-3, and then could there be a chance to win it in injury time? Oh, you betcha! Ben Brereton Diaz, wow! Honestly, when I saw Johnson go down, out for the season, I was panicking, I'll be honest. I know Diaz has been good when he's come in, but to replace Johnson, who has been fantastic, was such a tough ask. Well, in the 3 games since Johnson's injury, Diaz, 2 goals, 3 goals. He's just bagged his hat-trick against Tottenham. Last goal coming in injury time to give us a 4-3 lead, and that's his 13th goal in 15 league games all the way. That conversion rate is crazy. That might be, I think that's better than Taiwo's, to be honest. Crazy game. 3 times we were down. 2 of those goals were ridiculously fluky goals. Yes, we had our luck with the second equaliser. 3 times we equalised. We only led in that game for 1 minute. How crazy is that? But we come away with 3 points. We'll take it. It's a big victory against Tottenham in third. It's a good response after losing to Brighton, who were struggling. And, you know, we know how important consistency is in this game. And, as we look at the table there, 5th, still 3 points behind Arsenal, who won themselves. United, Leicester and Chelsea and Wolves and even West Ham and Newcastle as well. They're all within touching distance. So it's important that we keep these points coming. And, well, the third and final game would be against one of those sides. Wolves currently sat in 9th, 5 points behind us. If we lose this game, Wolves are now 2 points behind us, and we will lose ground on the European hunt. So it's important that we continue this form. A couple of episodes ago, I think we were win loss for like 7 games. We cannot do that. We have to be win or win draw. We cannot be losing games. And so we head into the third and final episode facing Wolves, who we beat 3-0 at the City ground. So it's maybe a good omen to play this side. Although you would have seen a couple of recognisable faces in the Wolves lineup. Their 2 centre-backs, Biancone and McKenna, 2 former Forest players. Biancone obviously on loan, so he technically shouldn't be playing, but it is what it is. I'll be honest, it was a very quiet game. Not many chances at all. Wolves took the lead. Moutinho finding Guedes, who I think scored twice against us in this fixture last season, scores against us again. He gives Wolves a 1-0 lead, and then there was nothing created in the first half. And then in the second half, we had 3, 4, 5 chances. Could not get it past Jose Sarr, but then Taiwo Awoniyi, not sure what happened with the camera there. He celebrates in front of the away fans as he equalises. Honestly, I threw everything and the kitchen sink at the Wolves goalkeeper in the second half. And he was just saving shot after shot after shot. Saving down to his left, down to his right, rushing out to block shots. He was doing everything he could. Taiwo did manage to get one past him, which would earn us a draw. So I'll take it. We don't drop points to a team that are chasing us, but I feel like it's 2 points dropped for sure. We could have won that game with the chances we had, but it's not too bad overall. We keep Wolves behind us, and we take a point. Jose Sarr, definitely the man of the match there. But yeah, that'll be it for today's episode. Looking at the table, we stay in 5th on 47 points, but we're 3 points away from the top 4 now. And we have 3 sides behind us, all on 45 points. So it is crazy, crazy tight. And then just looking at the relegation zone there's 2 points separating the bottom 4. And Brentford, who looked absolutely down and out, have doubled their wins from 2 to 4 in this episode alone. and have given themselves a fighting chance. There's 1 point separating the bottom four there. The battle for the European spots is heating up as we have just over 10 games to go. It is going to be a tight end to the season. But that'll be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in episode 29 very soon.